Hello, snakes. My name is Dante, and today it's Podcast Tuesday. But unfortunately, this is a recorded podcast because, well, got an urgency to attend to. So I was, yeah. I got got a meeting to attend to, so I'm actually not able to stream this podcast. It's just a recorded podcast, and yeah, uh, we got some Lord of the Rings spoilers. So yeah, in case if you didn't know, we got a Mon Horizon set coming up, Lord of the Rings. Yeah, June June 23, we're getting MH3 Middle Earth, Lord of the Rings, and we got some really cool spoilers. Even got mechanic Tempted by the Ring, which I don't know what exactly it is, but I mean there are cards that play with that. It seems so. We got a combo and a non-bow. Always to start it off, let's just go into the combo. And it is. Here's the combo. We got Mirim, um, Sentinel Worm, Impact Tremors, Reckless Barbarian, and Cloudstone Curio to do infinite ETBs, which with this would deal infinite damage to each opponent. So, what you do, you have Mirim. Now, play Reckless Barbarian, clone the Reckless Barbarian, deal 2 damage to each opponent, and then the Cloudstone Curio will let you bounce the original Reckless Barbarian to your hand. Now, you sacrifice the cloned Reckless Barbarian to add 2 mana. Play the Reckless Barbarian from your hand, clone, and you just get infinite damage to kill off the opponents and stuff. But in general, it's an infinite ETB. Also, not just that, if you got other creatures to bounce, like to do other tricks and stuff, like um, then then you can then yeah, you can also use the Cloudstone Curio triggers to bounce some other stuff if needed, but only if needed. You just deal the damage. It's infinite damage. Kill off everyone, and yeah, you win. Non-bow. One thing you should always avoid. We got Hack On and Gravitator's Cage. So, Gravitator's Cage literally stops you from casting Hack On. That's basically it. And yeah, if you have Hack On in your deck, don't play Gravitator's Cage because it's literally just gonna render your Hack On useless. Not only when it's in the graveyard, but also on the battlefield, you won't be able to cast knights from your graveyard. So, yeah, don't do that. All right, let's go into number 10. And we got Golem, Patient Plotter. So, the 2 mana free 1 legendary halfling horror with where it leaves the battlefield, the ring tempts you. Honestly, I have no clue what it does, but tempting indeed. Actually, seems like a really cool mechanic. I don't know. And with 1 black, sacrifice a creature, you can bring it back from your graveyard to hand. But only at sorcery speed. So, yeah. Basic, you can basically bring him back. And, hmm. And when he leaves, the ring will tempt you. Yeah, makes sense. Just, yeah, in case if you didn't watch Lord of the Rings, Gollum's the one that's like my precious, like trying to take the ring. But yeah. Anyways, still really cool card. Also interesting that the hobbits are actually gonna be halflings in this set. Like we're all doubting. I was like, I heard the spoilers are gonna come out. I mean, like well, I mean, one spoiler came out, and I was like, all right, what creature type are the no, what creature type are the hobbits gonna be? I was like, we're legit just discussing, like, um, what creature type would the hobbit fall on, and then I was like, think hobbit would be a halfling, and I was like, I was discussing this with my dad, and yes, we were right. Hobbits are halflings in Magic. Yeah, that's so. Yeah, yeah, that's actually really interesting. Let's go to our number 9, and we got Samwise the Stoutheart, 2 mana, 2/1 legendary halfling peasant with flash. ETBs, choose up to one target permanent in your graveyard that was put there from the battlefield this turn. Return to your hand. Then the ring tempts you. So yeah, basically allows you to bring back something that just died this turn. So yeah, quick save and also ring tempt is also that seems like an interesting card. I mean, usually this type of card is actually like are is very very underrated. I've seen like so many like cards that do similar abilities, and in the past they were not actually played. Like people were ignoring these, but then they actually started rising into popularity. So this actually seems like a good card. It seems cool. And honestly, I see potential in this, but who knows? Ring tempts you. Also, really cool mechanic. I don't know what it does, but I mean, sounds cool. So yeah, let's just hope it's good. Just hope it's not a waste of a mechanic. All right, we got number 8, and we got Sauron, the Lidless Eye, 5 mana 4/4 legendary avatar horror. Whenever an ATBs tem- temporarily steal an opponent's creatures, untap it, gain haste. Basic the classics. Steal on turn and gain haste. 3 mana. Creatures you control get +2/+0 on turn. Each opponent loses 2 life. Seems seems cool. Just I mean, uh, if he wasn't, I mean, he's just a slightly worse Zealous Conscripts, because Zealous Conscripts does an infinite combo with Kiki-Jiki, but Sauron does not combo with Kiki-Jiki. Plus, only on the opponent control, so you cannot untap your own creature, so yeah. I mean, but he's still cool, you can use him as a commander, steal an opponent's creature, and that's actually really cool, and plus, you can just do that +2/+0 effect, and just slice away your opponent's life total. That seems like a really cool thing, but I mean, there's some other cards in his podcast that seem cooler. Not sure if better, but I mean, cooler. That's what we're talking about here. Like some really cool spoilers from the main set, not the commander set, because if I was to include the commander set, I'd obviously include the soul rings and other stuff. But we'll first talk about the main set. That's gonna be modern legal. Next podcast, the one that's actually gonna be live, is gonna be um related to the commander set. But I mean, this is actually cool. Though. So yeah. Also, it's gonna be Sauron the tower, but no, it's actually Sauron. The being. So let's just go in to our number 7, and we got Aragorn and Arwen. Wed. I don't get the hate on this. It's actually seems like a really cool card. Like, and And yeah, basically allows it basically just grows all your creatures, like and also life gain, and plus it's not just when it enters, but also when it attacks. It um, just keeps on, um, attacking, gain life. Also vigilance, so good because he serves as a, I mean, they serve as a really good blocker. Like they serve as like they're actually good. When for the attack triggers. I mean, not gonna deal much damage, but it will grow your other creatures. Not not itself, but it will grow the other ones. And and um and yeah. I mean, what was it saying? Oh yeah, they're it grows the other creatures, not themselves, but grows the other creatures, gains you life, and serves as a really good block. Free sits, so yeah. I mean, seems cool. Not sure how good is it gonna be. It's gonna be good in Commander, that's for sure. But our formats, no, I don't. I don't see this being played in Modern. Let's just go into our number sits, and we got Gandalf the Grey, 5 mana, free 4 legendary Avatar Wizard. So that's the creature type. We seems that Gandalf and Sauron, the creature type. It seems that Avatar, because I mean because some of the creature types, like that exist in the Lord of the Rings, don't really exist in Magic the Gathering, so they gotta like do a bit of like transition, like hobbits like uniquely from uh from Middle Earth, or like whatever, like the Tolkien thingy, Lord of the Rings. So yeah, and yeah, Gandalf, wherever Gandalf is, also from uh, from that. So yeah, seems that he's an Avatar wizard. Also, I wonder if there's gonna be like Gandalf the White or something. If there's gonna be another Gandalf card in this, but well, really cool as well because when you cast an instant sorcery spell, you can choose one that hasn't been chosen yet. So tap or untap target permanent. Um, Gandalf the Grey deals 3 damage to each opponent. Copy target instant sorcery spell you control, and you may choose new targets for copy or put him back on top. Which usually to put back on top is the last one you're gonna do, but also um, serves as a really useful way of saving himself when something's trying to kill him. Cast an instant sorcery, select Gandalf, put on top, and yeah, you save Gandalf. This might actually be played. So I mean, so it seems that the the what's it called? Underworld Breach is back on the rise with the untap, like storm decks and stuff. So yeah, I think Gandalf might actually be useful in this because you can untap the 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 Lotus Field. You can clone the instant sorcery spell. Like you can clone the spell. So you can untap the Lotus Field twice. Also slap the opponent, bounce, and just keep on doing that. So yeah, he actually has potential for this deck. So this this actually has modern potential. This I mean 5 mana may seem like a lot, but I mean if you just manage to get enough mana, all the spells and stuff, you can actually get Gandalf, Gandalf in, cast spells, like and yeah, get a lot of mana, deal damage, and it works. It seems like it's gonna work. So yeah, it's That's our number 6. So we got number 5. And we got Frodo, Sauron's Bane. Another evolving creature. 1 mana, 1/2 legendary halfling citizen. With double black white hybrid. With if it's a citizen, becomes a halfling scout with base power and toughness, 2 free, and lifelink. And free black mana, if he's a scout, becomes a halfling rogue with whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game if the ring has tempted you 4 more times this game. Otherwise, the ring tempts you. So, Frodo alone can 4-shot someone. Oh, no, 5-shot, sorry. If you don't play anything that tempts you the ring. If you do play something that tempts you the ring or something, then it's gonna be less than 5 shots. But you basically can kill someone in 5 hits with the last part. It's you just read that powerful, we get it. Toxic 2 can also 5-shot someone. A 4/4 can also 5-shot someone, but 4/4 not essentially because the opponent can gain life. And Toxic, yeah, actually, a 2/2 with Infect also can 5-shot someone. A Sliver with Poisonous 2 can also 5-shot. But yeah, but this one's actually a different one, yeah, still seems like a very interesting creature, turn 1, Frodo, turn 2, evolve him, attack for 2, gain 2, turn 3, evolve him again, attack for 2, gain 2, tempt the ring, and then and then once the 4th time it tempts you, and just one more hit and the opponent's dead. So yeah, that seems like a really cool card. Not sure how good is it gonna be, but it's sure is cool. Now, got an interesting dual land here. And we got Mount Doom, legendary land, tap, pay 1 life, added black or red. So it's basically functionally, like Pain Land or something. But legendary, that's the issue. But another cool thing is that it has some really cool activated abilities that you can use in the late game. So, 3 mana tap, you 1 damage to each opponent. So you can ping the opponent possibly better than a Ramunap Ruin. That could actually, no, Ramunap Ruins is not played in modern, it's just Pioneer decks that use it. But I think this could ping better than. Wait, was it? Wait, what land was it that pings the opponent? Hold on. I think it was. Let me just put up Desert. Desert. It was Oh, it's to attack creatures. Doesn't even hit the player. So yeah, this land actually pings the opponent. That is actually really cool. So, and also late game as well. You can send mana tap, sacrifice it, and legendary artifact. You can choose up to 2 creatures, then destroy the rest. But only as a sorcery. So you can board wipe, keep your 2 best creatures, and then just start swinging into your opponent, just beat them down. It's really that good, Just issue is you need a legendary artifact to actually start board wiping. So yeah, the legendary artifact seems like a hard part. I don't know what legendary artifacts are there in modern or other formats that. Commanders seems like a good one, but modern. I don't know. But yeah, let's just go into our number 3. And we got might get Sagas back in the set. We got 5 out of 4 legendary God Bard with as long as there are 4 oh yeah, Tom Bombadil, that's the name. As long as there are 4 more lore counters among sagas you control, Bombadil has hexproof and indestructible. And whenever the final chapter ability of a saga you control resolves, reveal a card from the top of your library until you reveal a saga card. Put that card into the battlefield, then the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. This ability only triggers once. So, each turn. So basically you can play this in a saga tribal deck for commander. You can do like commander deck, play only sagas in there, like and yeah, you just some cool tricks. Chain one saga onto another. Even got the saga creatures, so you can blink them, bring them back into sagas, and to keep Tom uh, as indestructible and hexproof. So yeah, that's a really cool thing about this one. Uh, Usually the gods in Magic the Gathering, they have indestructible, but then they have uh, a condition for them to be a creature because otherwise they're either gonna be an enchantment, not a creature at all, or they just won't be able to attack or block. But then they've evolved over time. We've got some gods that don't even need condition. Just have them and they're already creatures. But then they don't have indestructible. But if they die, they come back to your hand. But then there's other ones, where if they die or get heads out, they get sent first from top. So it's basically impossible to get rid of it. Not even exiling gets rid of them. And then there's like, then we've even got the Kaldheim ones, like they don't even have any defense at all. But you can cast it on the second side. So yeah, it basically changes the card completely. So, and then we just got some other random cards. We got Civilon is indestructible. Like if you have merfolks and stuff. We got Tiamat, just dragon god. I just don't know. I mean, but yeah, at this point, uh, I don't know. At this point, I don't know what. So let's just go into the next one. Really cool card. Might get me into making a Saga Commander deck. Just I mean, 5-color Shrine to School, but 5-color Sagas. That seems like a better Commander deck. Let's go to number 2. We got an almost strictly better Remand in white. 2 mana instant. Reprieve. Return target spell to its owner's hand. Draw a card. So, it's better in most cases scenario because it doesn't counter the spell. It straight up bounce spell because Remand tries to counter spell, and if it gets countered, bounce it to the hand. So sending it to graveyard, and then you draw a card. But this straight up sends a spell to the hand, so it bypasses any spell can't be countered rulings. Like for example that of what of I don't know, just any card that cannot be countered, or just Cavern of Souls that just stops creatures from being countered. So Reprieve can just straight up bounce it. Plus it's white, so it's not even in, like in the colors of cards to do that. Blue's usually the one that counters decline spells. Like I mean, Subtlety is probably gonna still be better in this, except this one's actually replaces itself instead of being a 2-for-1, and actually and it hits any spell, not just a creature or a planeswalker spell. But the thing is, Subtlety is an elemental, so it can be used as a creature. Like doesn't even need to be a 2-for-1. Like you can actually just hard cast it, and it stays as a creature. So I mean, this card has a lot of potential, and basically any deck that has Remand, if they can use white, like for example, Slivers. they have every man in there. I think Reprieve would be used in slivers now. Seems like a better card, in my opinion. I don't know. Just just yeah. Let me know in the comments. You think this or Remand is better for slivers? I think this is better than Remand in any deck, even slivers. Let's just go in. Oh yeah. Also, the reason why it's not strictly better because stuff that trigger when you counter a spell or something, like for example Brawl stuff, don't trigger with Reprieve. So yeah. Let's go to number one. Here you go. The One Ring! The One Ring is real! Okay, sorry. Just had to do it. It's the One Ring. 4 mana, legendary artifact. Let me pull up uh, the English language for this because this one, we got, so we got, so I mean, there's different versions. The original one's like $55 already. What? Alright. Then, indestructible artifact, a legendary artifact, indestructible. When to battlefield, if you cast it, you gain protection from everything until your next turn. That's mythic already. By the way, by default, it's already mythic. At the main of your upkeep, you lose 1 life for each burden counter on the One Ring. Tap. Put a burden counter on the One Ring, and then draw cards for each burden counter on the One Ring. So you can keep on drawing, drawing cards, losing life. You know, like you draw 1, then draw 2, then draw 3, then draw 4. But then eventually you're gonna like lose 1, 2, 3, 4 life. You know, per turn. And plus, you cannot even destroy it. I mean, you could sacrifice it, but you can't destroy it. It's indestructible. I mean, whoa! You can even wait. You can even sacrifice it with this land. That's also very thematic. You know, goes very well, and also protects you for 1 turn. Another really cool thing. There's also the extended art version, of course, that you can get from collector's boosters if you're not lucky enough, lucky enough to, lucky enough, lucky enough for the One of One Ring. All right, we got bundle promo as well. That's good. Wait, what? Bundle version's $100, bro. Bundle's not even gonna cost $100. How is this gonna even cost $100? Just buy the bundle, sell this, and bro, is Skyfall on? I don't know. I think Skyfall's strong. I don't know. $80 for a extended art. So plus we got the One of One Ring, which you can only get. Oh, there's only gonna be one in the entire world, and you can get it from an English collector booster. That's it. It's serialized 001 to One Ring. Only one unique card of this, one unique print of this card will exist globally. That's it. That is literally so. So I mean, it's just gonna be entirely random, you know, the region that's gonna print it. So yeah, maybe Europe, the US, you know, I mean, maybe might even be Japan that gets the One Ring. Also, in case if you didn't notice, that language right there, that is dark speech, some language from The Hobbit, you know, Lord of the Rings. So, and that's how it's basically written, you know. There's also soul rings that are like that are in limited printing, you know, like different versions of it. Like you got like the dwarven soul ring, the elven soul ring, you know, like with like 7,000 in the world or something, you know, like on a limited print run, not just like the one ring to rule them all. There's also like, you know, the 7,000 soul rings and stuff in dark speech. So you can get them from collector boosters as well if you're lucky enough. But this one's the only one. Gonna be even rarer than Black Lotus, rarer than the 1996 world champion. Possibly comes in par, you know, with the oversized vintage championship promos. I don't know about that. But yeah. Also, I want to know if this one, if there's also gonna be a second The One Ring online or not. If the One Ring's gonna exist, if this version of the One Ring is gonna exist online as well, or if it's just one in total in papers also. Because honestly, the One Ring online that would seem like really cool, but it would be. I mean, but I mean, unless if they update it, like someone pulls a One Ring, if they like delete the One Ring from the collector booster code or stuff, so like no one else can get the One Ring, then I mean, people can somehow, because there's like unlimited supply or stuff. Maybe someone can get multiple the One Ring. So I think there's not gonna be online the One Ring. So it's just gonna be a paper One Ring. But yeah, anyways, congratulations, you've reached the end of the podcast. So why don't you like and subscribe, follow Viantre, follow my Twitter channel. I mean, link is in the description. Share with friends, stay tuned for video streams and podcasts. Podcasts will be live every Tuesday at 4:30 GMT. So stay tuned to them. This time they will actually be next week. They will be live. Don't worry about that. Just some urgent, semi-urgent matter I had to deal with. So yeah, which overlapped into my podcast. So yeah, it's a recorded podcast. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and bye.